So this was one of those situations where I just got seitengrat and I was trying to show off a little bit and try to find as much as I could in the game to warrant such a weapon. And I believe I also got seitengrat and another weapon. Um, oh yeah, Toral, I believe, or tournesol or something. Tournesol, I don't know. Anyway, these are all the really rare weapons that are invisible weapons, and they will lead to an easiness in the game, maybe two easiness. I don't know, but um, it's definitely one of those things that it kind of buffers the game into a point that you don't really have much effort into doing things, but you'll see. I did my best to that regard. I did my best to fight Zodiark as he is right here and right now. It 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 would have. I tried this boss battle a couple of times before, and it was much more difficult than this. And honestly, he looks more menacing than he really is. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, he he definitely did not hold back. He definitely made the battle difficult for me. He starts out with this move automatically, and it's supposed to wipe out your characters instantaneously once they come inside the room. But I thankfully did not fall immediately. I think I took a blow, but Bubble took the most of the damage. I think right here I was assuming what to do next. I wanted to break out with a good limit break or a good quickening, and I got lucky with the quickenings here. Like the quickenings kept coming back to back to back to back to back, and it made the battle a lot more fair. I don't know why Bosch's quickening didn't come in immediately. It really annoyed me because I really needed it, and it didn't come in quite in handy when I needed it. But the whole battle itself, it flowed really well. Forgive the pun. It was difficult the first few times. People recommended to use Berserk to double up your strength and to use the strongest weapons you have. And I just tried tossing quickening after quickening after quickening. Luckily, I kept getting really lucky. I believe Vaughn later on just starts pummeling to death, but that's later on. But like Balthier was doing good, Ash was doing good. It's I think I also got lucky that when Bosch ends up doing this quickening, everyone else joins in too. And as you know, if you play the game, sometimes the quickening benefits you in that regard, where you can do things that you would normally be able to do. Um, this boss was difficult, very difficult. You have to keep pummeling him and pummeling him. If you don't do quickenings and if you don't have a good strat, he will floor you instantaneously. He will wipe out your characters really fast, and I think I was out of sorts for a little bit because I had been out of practice for playing this game for a while, and I was trying to the best of my ability to do what I could, and I was I was getting lucky back to back, and Zodiark is a pain. He is such a pain, but I did good against him. I'm surprised. I think I was playing with the speed up a little bit, and I don't normally play with the speed up because, especially on a boss like this, I guess I was faring kind of well. Right here, I was trying to figure out how to knock off the disable because Balthier apparently was casting disable, and it kept getting reflected, I believe, onto Bosch, and Bosch was disabled, and I was deciding what to do, and I was at a loss, to be honest. I'm just cycling through things, and this is not how you fight this boss. I mean, at least slowing things down to a crawl when the game could have went much faster. I think I was trying to look for an item to take off disable, but I think the only thing that takes it off is dispel. So I just gave up. Or I no, I tried to use dispel, but it didn't really work out too well. I I kept trying. I kept trying. I think this disable just came off on his own. I was trying to figure out ways to get rid of it. I was trying to figure out where the disable was coming from. Apparently, Balthier just kept pumping it out. I was deciding whether I should make him do Ardor or attack. I settled for Ardor. I don't believe it did much. It didn't make much of a difference. This is my B team. They were cannon fodder. They were put in there just to die, and they tried their best. And they were welling away and taking off a good amount of health. I can't believe my B team had an ultimate weapon and they were still doing quite crappily. I don't know why I paused so much. I think I was panicking. I don't know. Trying to stay alive. Trying to stay alive. Trying to stay alive. Trying to stay alive. And um, did he do that? Oh my God, he did scathe. Wiped out one of my characters. We are being pummeled left and right. Trying to stay alive. I think this takes out my characters. He's relentless with this move. He keeps trying and trying and trying, and it's one of those things that you get hit by it too much, you will die instantaneously. And I think I was just switching party leaders to see who stayed alive the longest. Um, I don't think much of my characters benefited my gameplay style. This is Bosch's attempt at doing a quickening while people are still alive. I think Bosch. I got lucky with Bosch too, because like people kept coming up to the ante and they kept preparing themselves for a further battle, and I think it worked out really well in this regard. Baldur just really couldn't make the cut with the rest of the team. Bosch kept trying and trying and trying. Um, I guess Balthier's trying to, but I got lucky for the most part with this boss. It was a really, really, really difficult boss. Um, I think this was my seventh attempt or something. It's one of those things that the bosses are in this the end game is ridiculous. I want to try Yasmat later on. I have Behemoth King left. I have a couple of others. I think three other bosses. But this is the end game content. This is what you want to get to. This is where everything comes to a floor and everything comes to a head, and you just have to pummel through. I think Ash has become one of my favorite characters in this game because her with the jade collar or the jade armlet, I believe it is, she just keeps dodging attacks left and right and keeps wailing away at the enemy. Um, I want to get Balthier's last weapon. I want to get something for him gun related, so for him to do a lot of damage, heavy damage to the bosses. Wow, I was getting really lucky with these attacks. Fulminating Darkness next. I mean, Jesus, I couldn't have asked for a better B team. But they tried their best. Honestly, I don't think it was enough. I think I've run out of time. And no, Bosch keeps going. Bosch keeps going. He was holding the team. I think it's because he missed out on the first opening, so he's making up for it. But um, it's I think I got crap out of luck right there. But yeah, I think after this, my B team goes down for the count. Um, they tried their best to wail away on the boss, and the boss is no joke. Like this is one of those bosses where you need your gambits set up just right. At the same time, I don't think I concentrated on my gambits. I had my gambits preset from the last battle, and we're trying our best to fight this boss, and it's just not. It's just not one of those easy things to do. I believe I'm setting up my gambits for my A team now. Fran's coming in. I believe ribbons galore. Well, two ribbons, but I didn't really see a benefit in having three ribbons. It didn't really. I mean, you need one character to do something else, or to attempt a different move set. Here is Vaughn trying his best. I believe Vaughn wails away on this boss too. It's one of those predicaments where you have to have everything set up correctly, and you have to have everything flow just perfectly. Fran is setting up hers. Fran, one of my favorite characters in the game, if she didn't have such weird feet and weird fingers. People pointed out that her feet and fingers are abnormally made or abnormally created or formed, but she she's a great character. Vaughn once again holding up the team as much as he can. I don't know why I'm doing this play by play like it's some kind of like, uh, I don't know, like sport, but yeah, they are trying their best. Vaughn really held up for a while. He kept going and wailing away. And here comes Penelo with her mischarge, and Fran has another one. I don't know. This was a hard boss battle, but uh, I'm making it look easy. I don't know how. I think this goes to 14. I think this combo goes up to 14. I want to get that glorious 15 mark, but I can never get that 15 mark. But this combo goes on for a while. This is how you do it if you want to fight the boss. You have to try your best, and um, honestly, I think if I couldn't have did it better with any other team. Fran is doing great. I mean, story elements leading up to this point. There's not much story behind Zodiark, and I didn't get much for winning this battle. I believe I got I think I got a couple of items, but it was nothing. I already had the best weapons at this point. I want to get better shields. I want to get better armor, but this is the end all be all to the game. This is what you want to be able to do. You want to, wow, this combo's going on forever, and Vaughn just keeps going and going. Vaughn just did not like this boss, and there goes another Vaughn discharge. Mischarge. I don't know how this game. I don't know how I kept wailing away so well. And this is one of my better combos. I don't think I've ever gotten 15. 14's always been my limit. But yeah, like I just wanted to destroy this boss, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to do so. I should have tried to steal another seitengrat from the boss. I believe you can get a seitengrat from the boss. I didn't really get lucky enough to try to steal a seitengrat from the boss. I think it's a bit anticlimactic after this. I get Black Hole, which I don't believe I've ever gotten before. I must have, because I got the achievement or the trophy for getting all the quickening charges or quickening transitions. But it's a bit anticlimactic after this. They just wail away on the boss, and it kind of chips away his health really fast. And there you go, Zodiark's dead. That's with seitengrat and tournesol, I believe. And they just wiped the floor with him. Some of my best characters just trying their best, and that is Zodiark. I wish it showed me get the trophy icon, but I got a trophy for this, for killing all the Aspers. Some of the Aspers I didn't even realize I killed, but apparently I did. This is my victory. Vaughn just standing on his sword like a perched bird. Kinda like those prophecy movies where they're always perched, but yeah, this is the ending. Always be perched, always be perched. Now I believe I had an opportunity to fight Diablos. This is a creepy part. I believe those are dead children, or something, and they wanted me to do the Diablos hunt, and I didn't realize they were dead children until after the mission, where they kind of a bunch of children just run to the wall. This is Gilgamesh. This battle, I didn't even realize I was doing it when I did it at the time. It was a hassle. I don't understand why I did this battle the way I did. I didn't do any quickenings. I just relied on my weapons, and I just cut them up as fast as possible. I really dig this boss battle. I didn't realize how cool Gilgamesh was. I don't know why. I think the last time I fought Gilgamesh was in an older Final Fantasy. Probably I don't think he was in 6. I love this. Oh yeah. Yes. Prepare for battle. And we just keep willing away on him, and he keeps pulling out swords, and they don't let me fight him at a certain point um, until I cut off a certain amount of health, or until he pulls out another sword. And it became very redundant and repetitive, where he just kept pulling out swords left and right, and I kept cutting him up really fast. I wish I could get half those swords. Seitengrat and tournesol is ridiculous. They just plow through these bosses like nobody's business. It's like a hot knife through butter. Um, I didn't even realize he killed the dog so fast. I think I took damage here, but I think yeah, it barely showed any evidence of the damage. And I think I'm waiting for them to give me the opportunity to hit him again, where he's invincible for a while there. And it's a tedious battle, but I'm trying to cut him up. And I think that's it. That's it. He's dead. That's the first wave of Gilgamesh. I think I fought Diablos really quickly right before I fight Gilgamesh again for the final time. It's a tedious battle. I'm trying my best, and there's my winning. Always be Perchin. Always be Perchin, Vaughn. Always be Perchin. I don't like Vaughn much as a character, but he was pulling his weight really ridiculously. I I feel like if I would do a replay through, it would be Bosch and um, Balthier as my mains. I didn't expect Fran to pull her weight so well. Her scathe ability, or her scathe, she's my black mage, so her scathe ability really was helpful in the game. Shades of Black was helpful in the beginning of the game, but it didn't really pull its weight later on. Um, Knocked off that boss really fast. Diablo's dead. And now I fought Gilgamesh for the final time. He's a little bombastic with his entrances, but he's Gilgamesh. He knows how to set the tone. I think this was a little bit harder. I was still willing away on him really fast. He doesn't take damage as easy in this boss battle. I cut him down to the point that his swords kept breaking really fast, or he kept switching swords really fast. His wolf or dog or whatever you call it took a lot of damage, but I love his entrance. But yeah, like it would have been a harder boss battle if I didn't have tournesol and seitengrat. Tournesol and seitengrat kind of breaks the game. It's almost no fun, but I still don't have good enough armors to last too many hits. I believe someone dies in the process. I don't remember who it is, but we're living. I think it was Fran. Yeah, Fran died, and Vaughn. Oh jeez, people were dropping like flies, but we're trying our best to cut our path through him. He was an annoying boss. He definitely was, but it it was a fun boss battle. I liked it a lot. This is how you do it. This was one of my favorite bosses. I liked Zodiark a lot, but at least Gilgamesh talks to you while you're fighting him, and I have that sword. But yeah, it's a tedious battle. I believe you get a sword of legends from him, and then you get the Masamune. Um, it's it's a hard battle. I think he knocks out Vaughn right before he dies, and it's really, really freaking annoying because I wanted Vaughn to always be perching. But he didn't make it through this battle quite with this uh, flair that he normally has. I think he gets angry and starts doing this move a lot, which kind of makes Vaughn hard to recover. Um, I should have done at least one quickening. That would have been cool to see me do a quickening to Gilgamesh, but damn Gilgamesh, you just do not stop. I believe Penelo just dropped, which is bad because Penelo's my healer, so when Penelo drops, everyone starts dropping. But we have that raise spell and all that ready. Ooh, this was bad. This was really bad. I could have lost everyone. I think I was worried I was going to lose everyone at this point because Gilgamesh kept timing these perfectly, and that would have been really bad to lose all my characters. I think I was worried everyone was going to die right here, but I think it worked out in its favor. I mean, obviously I wouldn't be recording this if we didn't win, but it was a hard battle. Um, Ooh, so close to losing it, so close to losing it, and we're back. But that was a close battle. I I think Vaughn bites the big one in a second. Oh, Gilgamesh really really put up a battle. Uh, I should have did a quickening. It would have probably floored him at this point. It would have probably ended the battle. Um, I think Vaughn's about to. No, Vaughn's back. Penelo's back. We're doing good. This is how you want to do this boss battle. Uh, I, I, I just. Yep, Vaughn bit it when he killed Gilgamesh, and Fran is the winner. Fran gets the winning pose, and there goes Gilgamesh eating the big one. See ya, Gilgamesh. This was a fun battle. I'm hoping for more of these from this game or future games, but yeah, like this battle was cool, and I like this game. I like this game a lot. I don't know why I like this game so much. Um, if you appreciate games like this, you should definitely play this with Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition was fun. It was similar to this. Anyway, catch you later. Silly. Silly.